Okay, welcome back to another one, stage one of the ZWIFT games. So I think this is maybe Cat B or Cat C, I don't know. I think it's 390 to 510 racing score, so it might well be Cat B. And as you can see, I am nowhere near the front, and the reason for that is I'm coming back from, I guess you could call it injuries, stiff sore knees after my last race, which I have a theory on, but the idea of this is just I've been doing some light cardio over the last few weeks just to get myself back into it. This is my first race, and the idea is just I want to compete in every stage of the ZWIFT games. I don't intend to be competitive. It's just about, I guess, competing against myself more than anything and just seeing where I end up. And at the moment, I'm 70th out of 77, which is not great. But it's very much me just testing the water. So I'm pushing it as hard as I can without feeling any negative side effects in my knees. So a few weeks ago I raced, and I put a real shunt in at the end, a real strong effort. The next day both my knees really hurt, and I do have a theory. I recently started taking creatine to try and increase my explosive power. And I don't think I hydrated well enough, and I've read online that people on creatine have experienced some joint pain, and they put it down to perhaps not hydrating enough, and it just puts a bit too much strain on the joints. So I've come off of it, but I did hope that would alleviate the pain completely, but it hasn't. And so I've been being gentle with myself, enjoying the rest, stretching, light Zwifting, walking, but now I'm able to do a bit more. I think my FTP currently is 266, and I think today I averaged about 230. So I'm not a million miles away from the pace that I was at, and I didn't feel any negative effects after this race, so that's really positive. Yeah, on the face of it, you're 70th out of 77, so it doesn't look great. But that's just a little bit of context as to why I haven't posted for the last few weeks. So I'm on the comeback trail, I guess you could say. But in that time, I think my Zwift score has reduced by about 30 points just through inactivity, and it actually goes down again today. So it very much testing the water today. This was the kind of the hardest session that I've done for quite a while. I'm going to fast forward us a little bit. So this is the main climb on this circuit. It's only 17 kilometres, which was part of the reason why I did it. I thought it's not too far for me to kind of put a good effort in. But this is the main climb, and still in 70th, which is, fine. And these people around me are the kind of the people that I start and finish with, especially R. Owens, who is just behind me currently, an American rider. And we're just working our way up this climb through this sort of dark volcano-y bit, and this is very much me. As you can see, my heart rate's at 184, so I am working really hard here. I have lost a step, definitely lost some fitness, because normally my heart rate wouldn't be that high. So it was a good workout, that's for sure. I'm going to fast forward us a little bit now. We're coming to the top of this climb, and I'm going to fast forward us quite a bit further. Just another 5k down the road here, and it's R. Owens and I are more or less by ourselves now. You've got Hardy 18 seconds in front, and then Roberts 2 minutes behind. So it is very much the fight for 69th, which is the coveted position that it is. And we're just working together. He's done most of the work on the front. I think I take over shortly on the downhill bit because I think I was heavier, so I tended to go past him anyway on the downhill, so it felt correct to go in front. But it was one of those situations where you never quite know how somebody's feeling. So to me, he seemed like he was holding over 3 watts per kilo. It seemed easy, like it was easy for him. It's one of those where you just never really know how the other person is faring. He could be somebody, he's a Cat B rider actually, and he might be coming back from injury as well. So you just never quite know what people have got in the bag, really. But we're just coming up to the descent, and I'm going to fast forward us to probably that last little kicker just towards the end. I don't think I pushed that hard on the descent, although I did lead down the descent, but Owen seemed reluctant to then go first for this next bit, which I thought was strange because I thought he'd have had a break kind of drafting off of me downhill, which maybe I did push too hard because this is the last kicker. We're 1.8 kilometres from the finish, and he obviously had nothing left in the tank because I just went past him. And it's one of those ones where you think somebody's really strong, someone's doing really well, they're clearly stronger than me, and it turns out that he'd had enough. I still had a little bit left, and I was just very conscious of nursing the knees back home. There was no pain or anything like that, but I was just conscious of overdoing it and then feeling it, after the ride or the next day. And I was just having a look now, he's properly dropped him. So 68th, look at me. But yeah, so it was very much a feeling it out kind of race. Wanted something that was a little bit more competitive than just the zone 2 rides that I've been doing, just to try and test my knees. But it was okay. So it was a success from the point that I'm not injured, haven't hurt myself anymore, and I will rest for a couple of days after this, and I'll get back on it. And I'm looking forward to doing all 5 stages. I think there's actually 6 stages of the Zwift games, but the last stage is kind of like a bonus stage. It doesn't count towards the general classification. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry I haven't been posting the last few weeks or updating you, but hopefully now this is the comeback trail, and I think I lost maybe 12 or 13 race points. I think I'm now back down in the 300s, which is not where you want to be, but it doesn't take much for your racing score to go up either. So once I'm back to full fitness and competitive again and not just very much making up the numbers, I'm looking forward to getting that racing score up again. So that's it, all done. Only 2.8 watts per kilo. I think at my best, I think I could do 3.2 or 3.3, so a little way off still, but thank you. See you in the next one.